Shaun Gunter. I hope you're all well and you're ready for the following class. This is a stretch flow. Now, what is a stretch flow? Stretch flow is all about flowing movements, stretching from one movement to the next, nice and calm, focusing on stretching the limbs, the muscles, the joints. But I think we are ready to go, don't you think? Join me. All you need is a mat and some space. Okay, sit at the edge of your mat, onto your heels, and then stretch your arms forward. Arms behind, stretch the chest. Let's do that again. Arms forward. And stretch back. Let's lift up the hips. Take your arms up. Drop the hips round the chest. Reach up and turn to the side. Drop the hips. Big circles in front of you. And stop. Turn the other way. Let it flow. Drop the hips, arms behind. Give me one more, and freeze. Hold your heels. Lift up the hips. Lengthen one arm in front. Reach up, hips forward, grab your heel. Drop your hips, grab your other heel. Look past your shoulder. Let's do that again. Sit down, reach over. Drop your hips, reach over again. If you can, reach down. Drop your hips. Place your hands in front of you. Knees apart, feet apart, hands in line with your shoulders. Arch your back, lift your chin. Make sure you spread your fingers on your mat. Reverse your stretch. Arch your back. Lift up your chin. Reverse your stretch. Our next stretch is a flowing stretch. You're going to drop your rib cage, do a big circle towards me, and then round we go. Big circles with the rib cage. Drop the ribs. Push the ribs forward and press it up. Round we go. Big circles. We are moving. We are flowing. Now let's go to the opposite direction. Ribs to the back of the room and then bring it up and then forward. Down, back, up. Lift, round. Pull in your belly. Push away the floor, arch your back. Moving one with your music. Bring it to the center. Reach your arm forward. Press the floor, reach with the leg. So you want to touch the one side of your room and kick the other side of the room. Tuck your chin in. Let's swap the legs and the arms. hold that position, it's okay. Just stretch the back leg, put your foot on the floor, but lift your arm. Otherwise, lift your foot. Place your hands down, come a little bit forward on your mat, tuck your toes in, lift up the hips, press down the heels, drop the knees, almost onto your heels, so you may want to shift those hands back, okay? Lift up again. Pull up your kneecaps, press those heels down. Push back the hips again. One more time, lift up, and now we walk. Spread your fingers, use the hips, move the hips left to right. Bend your knees, shoot forwards, open knees, toes in, press back, sit on your heels, drop your chin forward, round your back, lift your chest, lift your chin, relax your arms next to your side, relax the shoulders, take away all the tension, drop the chin, round your chest, listen to your breathing, is your breathing nice and slow? Lift up again. Drop your chin, hands forward, tuck your toes in, press up, walk towards your feet, you can bend your knees, you can walk back, and roll up. Take one big step forward. Feet apart, drop the hips, so knees open, drop your hips, feet turned out. You're going to do a roll. If you don't know how to do the roll, watch me first, otherwise just go and sit on the buttocks, place the hands behind, roll back, flip over. Place your elbows behind your back. Go as far as you can. If this is not for you, just tuck your knees, hold the hips. Otherwise, extend. Lift up the feet. Now listen, you want to grab one leg as you drop the hips. Grab one leg. Chest lifted, point your toes, straighten your knees, in your belly, lengthen your arms. Look at your feet, change legs, like a big scissor. Do it again. I want you to focus on straightening your knees. If you can't hold at the top, that's okay. Just drop the hands a little bit. But the whole aim here is to stretch the hamstrings, the tendons behind the knees, round your chest. Do it again. Good. Tuck in your knees, rock backwards and forward. Shoot your legs forward, stretch forward. elbows as you lie back. Thumbs next to your upper glute. Elbows in. Lift up your chin. Lift up your ribs. Pull in your belly. Drop your heels back. Drop the ribs down. Look up. Press firmly against the floor. Turn your hands in a reverse grip. Open up your chest again. Step in with one foot. Make sure your feet are placed apart. Lift your hips. Lift as high as you can. You can either look at your knees if this is more comfortable for you. But can you feel in the arms, the biceps, the shoulders, the forearms, the core, the hip flex, everything. And even if you tip your head back, a good neck stretch. Drop the hips. Swivel around. Feet apart. Scoop forward. Thumbs in line with your chest. Lift the chest. Drop the hips. Squeeze your glutes. Drop the shoulders. Lift the chin. Lengthen the neck. Drop the shoulders. Squeeze the glutes. Pull in the belly button. Lie on your tummy. One hand in front and bend your elbow. Turn the head to the front. Grab your foot. Give it a good tuck. Shall we change? Change your arm. Bring it to the front. Turn your head to the back and grab your other leg. Right, I'm going to give you a challenge. Grab both feet. Pull your heels towards your glutes. Open up the knees just a little bit wider. And open up the chest. You're either going to stay here or you're going to lift it up just a little bit. Drop your feet. Feet in. Hands to the floor. Tuck your knees in, push back your hips. Roll up onto the one side. Lengthen the front leg. One leg, nice bend. Like you're sitting on the edge of the beach, admiring the view. Open up the chest, press firmly onto the floor. Take the one hand, look at your palm. Lift up the hips, reach. As high as you can, and then as low as you can with the bow. Hips lifted. Drop your hip. Same knee. Tuck it. Lift your top leg. And drop it. Swivel around. Once again, admiring the view. Open up the chest. Palm facing up. Lift up your chest, fingers nicely spread, press down onto the mat, lift the hips. Drop your hips, same bent knee, hold it, lower it. Tuck your knee right up to your rib cage. Lift your leg. This time bend both knees. Toes in, knees open, arms above your head. Give it a nice kick. Grab the toes, interlock the fingers. Push down the heels. Drop the heads. Lift the chest. Release the feet. Grab the inside of your feet. Open up the knees. Press down your back. Press down your knees. Grab the back of your hamstrings. Lift up your chest. Rock a few times. Massage the back a little bit. And then kick your feet forward. Swivel. Reset the hips. Sit at the back of your mat. Tuck in your heel. Point your toe. Press firmly in the inside of your leg. Reach over. Watch the straight knee. Press down. So squeeze your quad. Pull up the kneecap. Lengthen. You can go down as far as you possibly can and your body allows you. Give it a twist. Open up the chest. Place your backhand on the floor. Press against your knee. Open up the chest. Lift the chin. Pull in your belly button. Always. Release. Let's try the other side. Nice change. Reset the hips. Press the inside of your knee. Hold the leg, hand behind you. Twist and open up the chest. Lift the chin. Pull in your belly button. One last stretch. I think let's go for it. Knees wide. Reset the hips. Sit up straight. Not everybody can do this. You can bring in your legs and just sit up straight, lean forward. Otherwise, go as far forward as possible. Drop the elbows to the front. Push down those knees. If you can go further, go for it. Or just place the hands right in the front. Drop the ribs. Slowly lift up. Arms extended. Reach to the side. Now, this time I want you to bring your shoulder to your quad. Open up the elbow. To the other side. Notice stretching is very slow and controlled. If you can hold each position at least 30 seconds, if not longer, go for it. Good. Our next stretch, tuck one knee. Make sure you bring the back leg slightly back, rotate. Okay, now you have a choice. You can either bring this leg a little bit forward. You can just sit like so. Or get right up there, square off the chest. Bring the knee and your hip flexor facing towards the floor. I'll go on my fingertips or you can go onto your hands, whatever's comfortable. Shall we take a dive? Go forward. Yeah, you have another choice. Elbows or hands in front of you. walk it back in, drop back onto your glutes, swivel around, move your foot a little bit onto your mat, pop up, hold. Readjust the alignment on the back leg. Make sure the whole foot and your knee is turned downwards. Maybe flatten your hands, and then this will help you relax a little bit more. Gone to the elbows. Okay, lean back. One more exercise. Hands and knees in alignment with the shoulders and the hip. Bring your back hand to the front. Make sure the hip is right above the knees. Press firmly against the floor, and let's go to the other side. Okay, face the front, sit on your knees, roll back the shoulders, big circles. So you want to push the shoulders right to your earlobes, open up the chest, drop the shoulders as low as you can to the front. Give me one more, take it forwards. That concludes our stretch flow today. Well done, everybody. Take care.